to destroy your life, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life, to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no posses. Spola, worshiping pedophiles, wanna feed out children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher, nor am I some pastor or preacher. Was released represent with this passion to speak of. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs, realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment, and they're framing it to us as innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening, and I equate it to like the Golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive.
I do it die for Chi-Town. Who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky but high ground. My crown slash helmet, so my aircraft stealth fit. Can't be tied down or even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, it caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust off of spices and velvet shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, just a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit. To a fly though, haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the silver hand, but we're Hiller man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Turtle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper opera. You stagnated, well I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dating space AC, y'all. Bust stuck in the cage, face off. After the shape, the state is a fate, a fraud. That'll start intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat, a measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up, flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Sebastian Capero, a fly bandit, Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics, and it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A crystal Caroline's what your fans get. Your girls and pearls, what I transmit as a transcript, or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. I don't want to go for the best. I go for you niggas that think it's all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas in Packers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people, old people too. Mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah, I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, Big Mac, whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the sci-fi. Third eye game, cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying die ops. From the skybox, you got scope on you pilgrims. The scope with some real ones. Some of our folks are still dumb. Yeah, and blind to the fact that, no, we gon' have this real show. Warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script is played out. They keep us engaged, vacate or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should be disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, coach no issue. Could've loaded in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who holds who the official. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or whack. It's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, Big Mac. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech. Yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we. A sucker on me. Stand on 2 feet. Or turn the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence. Mostly disguised compliance. Silence by guidance. From conspiring to nervous. Other aspirants of violence. Tyrants of fire. Trying to chance to hide. I'm trying to fight. In environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ringing my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hype men. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm not quiet. My refinement and confinement and requirements for this climate. Y'all push all the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress. Don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real. My soul they don't possess. Real foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big Mom says come full circle, so vacate the premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, or Big Mac. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, Big Mac. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Kichiwa. Shines your symbols for the conscious minds, y'all. And with that on the temple, Draw. I had a vision the past night, yeah, a circulus round, created successful reality from a virtual now. How? Stand on my square cause they usurp your power. Them same little sneaky breezies that'll hurt you. They smile all up in your face, all up in your space. And I ain't talking all bras, but dogs with whole trace. So I walk tall kittens while y'all cross slow race. I stay focused on walking through them tall gold gates. Draw a magic circle around me to keep me from harm. The law fast checks purposely, but keep me I'm calm. Water, fire, air, earth, turn me from that peace to a bomb. Blow the drink and split the range, the plane, the centimeters. I've accomplished my inner demons. 490-degree angles, guarded by angel of shiny elite angels. Thank you, and I of course am the chief triangle. If I die before I wake, well at least I'll fly in plain view. I am my circle, how I govern four corners. Wise as a serpent for certain amongst foreigners. Out of state, out of place in the space they storing us. Learning firsthand of what fate was forewarned of us. How we call wind blow and I spit flows, dope man fly in the shell at Southampton, kept slow. Stay high, years later he's the same degree, just gain density. Gave by synopsis, he's hostage. I prayed I could say I behave by locals. I've raised my moral ground, we have my character.
In my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. It's time to take it out. The oppressor's about to get housed up. I'ma lay him out. Execution style. Too late when apologetic claim. You wrapped in a coca flame. By God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Locked out silent without sin. He put me on the letter with justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protected service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. No, I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Owing meals too late when the caps get peeled. Don't believe the GC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone when it got the dome. When it's on the zone, all red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight. From above, I'll be given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' burn them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Hey, what's going on, guys? These flies are going crazy. We got these bags that make this pooey like smell. It's different from them, but and these flies, I think it makes them dizzy and drunk. I don't know. They're just, and they go in there and, you know, they succumb because that's what it does. But holy smack, did it stir up a hornet's nest of flies. And then the skeeters, and we still can't figure out where they're coming from. There's not really a lot of standing body of water that close or proximity as far as those of you who know about skeeters. Now, yeah, they can drop them at, you know, 500 feet or whatever, 1,000, and they disperse accordingly. And, you know, fake gravity, right? And they do what they do. Now, they do travel with the wind, and they have been, you know, I've had to treat myself with about 12 skeeter bites with certain things that I'm not going to say on here to extract as much of their venom as possible. It's not that I fear or worried about it, of course not. But, you know, I told you the insatiable appetite of these individuals, these things that are doing what they're doing, they're stupid. And I mean that. And I will never negate or say otherwise to the very last. And I always tell you I'm short time here, but I am forever. I don't think they get it because they're caught up in their lackadaisy ideology of perversion. No matter which one chooses to be as clear and irresponsible by misleading the rest, but it is what it is. We might have some rain today, but we're going to get right on this. But I want to discuss a few things. Okay. First, let me do this. Let me turn this on. Yeah, they're not doing what bugs do normally. Now, could I make one of those citrulline, what you call those little things? Yeah, but I'm not even worried about it right now. A friend of mine sent me a message. This is what I'm talking about. They say they're stupid. He's telling me, yeah, they're throttling your stuff, Red. And he worked with them years ago. YouTube, he worked with them. He's a liberal. I think he's originally from Washington, Oregon, or something like that. But y'all know how it goes, right? So we got, because I can't really see it on the screen right now. And I'm trying to see it over here, but they keep messing with everything. You know how it goes. Excuse me. Dev, Millennial. Hey, mama. Dev, what's happening? Thom, what's happening? And that's about it. Who wants to speak up? All right. Because, you know, we have individuals who think that I'm supposed to carry them and may sway. And that's not, no, I'm not your mammy, your daddy, your cousin, your sister. That's just stupid. You're supposed to be punctual and be about something. And the problem with today, the melanated community, is they have a hard time accessing certain truths. Somebody had brought a convenient point to me, or a point that could be convenient. He says, what do you think destroyed us? And I said right off the back, the melanated woman. With hands down. But also there are other things you have no idea about. And when it comes to contesting warfare, because see, most of the pale skins running around North Carolina, certain places here and there with their racist ideology, a lot of them aren't even second or third generation born here. North Carolina, Alabama, a lot of them, you know, I noticed like 2 videos are going around with individuals born in 1858 here. Yeah, but what they never do in those 2 videos, they never ask them what was going on in 1858, who had made it to 102, 140 years old, up until the 60s or 50s, and lived a little longer and passed away. As y'all know, I knew my great-great-uncles, Tandy and C, who were 114 and 15 in the 60s. Yeah, I came into this world, they say 66. My great-grandmother said, no, you came in before that. But I'm not here to contest with my mother, my grandma, all the delusion that was going on, because frequencies and the embarkation of a chemical change of foods and hybridization, seeds, however it may have happened, water toxicology or intoxication and poisoning was happening at that time. So it doesn't matter to me. I remember expressing my great grandmother, you know, we've been here forever. And she was like, oh, I know. I says, why do you still go to the church? She says, you know, it's not so much that I believe, but we have a way about us. And she was the one that first hinted the fact that everybody's living us. So we have to find something to live. You know, I put together a video and I wanted to put so much more in it. I knew it would go over like 40 minutes. I just wanted to do a collaboration of many different things to look at with different, hopefully bring different aspects in regards to what may be truth. I am so tired of this term, truth and lies. But in this time, if you don't know your past, you're doing the repeat. Repeating because people have this insatiable appetite to stay in the delusion. Like I was watching one video of this sister murdering this young light-skinned sister, white woman, y'all will call her, outside her door. Now, that sister, I could see many souls unrest. And the system was designed to say, okay, she's crazy, a little mental, and we would abbreviate it that way too. But what would drive somebody with a gun after they dismiss her to go back out and murder her and then kick her unalived body and scream such what we call in veneration hateful things? But what we forget is besides the thousands lynched, land stolen, misappropriated by the fake Zionists here, AIPAC, ADL, regardless of the terms they use, like they were so much buddies, and the Boule partial with it because they operate out of fear, like Martin Law. I went over there and commented on Roland Martin's because he's just an ignoramus, because you know that the so-called Black Creek won their thing. First of all, I can't stand these dumb niggas because it's all about money, these Negroes. It's all about money. That's all these worthless Negroes know today. Talking about Muskegee, Yamasee. That was not one individual. That was just like the Confederacy. Many different nations. The Choctaw were part of the Yamasee, as well as the Seminole. And many more, Micmac, all of them. But it wasn't Hollywood narrative. We made the West. Not y'all coming off the boats with that historical lie. A lot of my light-skinned brothers and sisters, you can trace your family back, the majority, to coming here in the late 1800s, early 1900s, long after this fake Civil War that lasted over 400 years. And now y'all are very aware that they lie about history, the ones that control it. Are y'all aware that Ghislaine Maxwell, father, was part of this embarkation of teaching false history? I'm gonna read a few things because y'all heard about Pegasus and all that stuff where they use all this stuff to watch you and, you know, cameras and all this other stuff. We always talk about China, but we have 2 times more cameras here. In Japan. I don't care about the cameras. I don't care about the ignorance of those who run around in their foolish outfit out, because most of our people are running around lost. And if you go to the Bible or Torah, you see who that is, how long it's supposed to last. Well, they're attempting to eradicate that completely because it's based on viable truth. I am grateful for who I am and what I am. And I say that to reverberate so that you be grateful for who you are. It doesn't say you have to be grateful for the things that happened in the past. Now, we've all come to this place. Me and a few friends of mine who served together, we said, light-skinned brothers and a couple of dark says, oh man, when Trump get in there, the race is going to act up. You see that. But who's allowing it? Who do you think is allowing it? What's going on with our brothers and sisters in Palestine? I don't want to hear about that goofy Palestine American woman who went over there and took a bunch of black people because she's too ignorant to know the truth because she's part Ashkenaz. That's what happened to a lot of Palestinians. And then incest from the wars that you don't know nothing about before they even settled over there in 48. Y'all, I know y'all don't know nothing about that. Same thing with Persia, Greece, everywhere. They were very aware of 3 generations of so-called amalgamating the melanin as far as you know, like pectin and the fruit out. They did it successfully. They were very aware that they had to be very careful with us until we are running around completely stock raving mad, to which you see today. Today is platforms, followers, and all these things. That way, those who may speak the truth, they can manipulate to keep them out of the process. Plausible deniability, so individuals have no clue. And most of these lacking, worthless, black, dead Negroes who are no good, you know, because like James Baldwin said, hey, I'm not your Negro. I'm using this because it explains a lot. And these individuals actually think they come with purpose, and they have no idea what may transpire and what they may excite. And now they're starting to see it in small parts, because the media will only share a little bit as far as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and there's about several others out there, and this platform. Because their insatiable appetite of their ancestral existence and perversion, and that's what it is. Wants to hide anything that makes them irrelevant and keeps you and make you relevant. And sadly, my light-skinned brothers and sisters, y'all have the most perverse, dumbest. I know they say we have the lowest IQ, yet every year we have children who have the highest IQ in the world. And they're talking about in numbers. It's always the numbers. Remember I was talking about 2 days ago, body count? And yet many would see drag marks, hundreds, if not thousands. So they really couldn't do a count. And it was about death and murder, sacrifice. The same thing with this goofy IQ stuff. Yet we invented everything. Just like they stole away our cowboy identity. There was a slang, a laugh, because we created the cowboy hat, cowboy boots. We created the roping and many different ways to do it. The saddle we created. And we showed y'all how to ride these damn horses. It didn't come from overseas from the fake ass Spaniards. That's not how it came. There are those of us who actually know these things. And they were there. But in history, they rode horses and Ottoman. Stop believing in that fake history. Just stop. Y'all have accepted that Tartary existed, right? That's why I said, today you are like humans. You are less by far than what you are. You are more like the beast. And yet you do not move and operate or live wild and free. Let me read these couple little things here. I don't even let people know that I'm going live no more because, you know, most people are very ignorant today. They are subservient slaves. Their mental aptitude is far gone. And who am I to speak such? So Pegasus, let me pull that up right quick. I had done something on that before, and I decided maybe I would speak on it again. When you're talking about Pegasus, remember I spoke about Pegasus spyware? Now you can Google it all, and there's plenty of information that you can look up. Pegasus is a sophisticated spyware developed by the NSO group capable of infecting iOS devices. It's not a single exploit, but a suite of exploits that leverage various vulnerabilities in the system, including some that allow for zero-click installations. Once installed, like I keep getting games that I don't want, and that's what the AI and they have established. Once installed, Pegasus can extract a wide range of data from the device and potentially control it remotely. Your CIA and your FBI allowed this, and because it's created by what y'all call Israel. And you can read about how it's and who created it, and they'll always deviate and change because that's what it is. I told y'all about the coordinator and hey baby, y'all building a nice mud hub. You got a mouthful of mud. Anyway. And many people decide not to look because they think where they're at is the greatest place in their lowest of existence. But then I want y'all to check out Celebrite, CELLEBRITE. I want y'all to look at this. All right, UFED or whatever. All right, and I want you to pull up all this information. I was going to make a post and I decided not to. This is how they see you. They listen to you with your phone off. The fact that one of your cameras is not even hooked to your phone. It is always operating. Remember I talked about the chip that has 1,000 times micro, like has stuff in there that looks like the technical stuff on a regular data board, you know, like with the chips and all that stuff. And it is a micro. We don't have that capability. That's why I say it's important for y'all to look at these little things. It's like if you put in what is it? ISSA.int, Social Security, right? Now they will lie to you about ISA, okay? But it's based upon international, right? Which y'all know what international means, right? And it's in security, it's the Information Systems Security Association. ISA is not for profit international organization of international, remember that, organization of information security professionals and practitioners. It provides, what do you need practitioners for anyway, it provides educational forums, publications, and peer interaction opportunities that enhance the knowledge, skill, and professional growth of its members. And that's very few. But when you go into it deeper, you get into what is an international Social Security agreement. It stipulates that a worker must have a minimum period of coverage under a country's Social Security program before the country will totalize coverage for credits, totalize coverage credits. The funny thing is they're robbing you because we're not supposed to be under this embarkation of taxation without representation, yet your government that you keep voting for is not for you. It's outside of government. Social Security is based on the international. Why am I saying that? Well, let's look at international, existing, occurring, or carried on between two or more nations. If you're slaving over here for Social Security, then what's it got to do with another nation? Because the U.S. is a corporation, it has nothing to do with this land. U.S. of A. But you have these ignorant Pelicans who could be running around the United States of America. Now you got these slack-jawed, worthless, like Officer Tatum. He's married to a light-skinned woman. Does he have to be so self-hating? I don't care about his choice because I know 100 people like that. Close and far. And I get a pass because I'm half German. Two of my out of three, Lucifer, are melanated Germans, not from Africa. The original people, not Moors, the original people of the land. That's why I don't listen to goofy Moors. And I worked with Moroccans and Africans of Tunisia who laughed every time they saw these goofy Negroes from Philly, especially Philly, with their little hats and everything else. And they used to crack up and say things that some of them removed themselves, still stuck in out of Africa. And Bowman used to look at him and say, y'all not from Africa, bro. And he used to tell him, the oldest one out of all of us is an E3. He could have came in as an officer, you know, started as a Lieutenant JG. No, ensign, excuse me. Came a Lieutenant JG, Lieutenant Commander, blah, blah, and so on. He didn't want to. He's a doctor. He had studied Shaolin Kung Fu all his life. That's who I spar and whoop the hell out of. Oh, no, he hurt me. The guy was good. Oh, the guy was phenomenal, like doing Shaolin crap in the hangar bay. People watching. What the heck? You know, grabbing a pole and using his foot and standing outside where he's on. It's kind of people I dealt with. The Social Security is against the Constitution. It's everything outside of it. Just like when Clinton made that thing where it don't matter what state you're in, the child support will go, but the state gets a certain part. And now they want to lock in on it, saying, oh, it's got to be for the kids for certain things. And it lowers the amount being taken. Because the judge, the fiduciary, is the fraud. You think I'm lying about the 3 common law courts? That if they were here, they wouldn't even be able to operate and get these 7 figures that they make. I would like to get George Joe Brown and ask him if he would be all sincere and honest, saying how you're about to die anyway. Y'all think that this is a game with me because you have goofy little new generation, millennial Zs who have been conditioned and trained by covenant, a false covenant of federal agents. I don't care if they groom or whatever, self-hating, think they're in the best shape of the world and that they can get near me. And I have a story to tell. And I think they all will want to hear the story. And my friends in the military, well, if you tell that story, oh my God, they're scared to tell the story, but they try not to remember it. But these idiots, these things that could cause a landslide, cause your mountains to cave in. Oh yeah, right where you at. They can literally cause this thing to drop down a mile. You think I'm playing? Let me ask you a serious question. How many of y'all been looking into the word Lucifer? No, be honest, because if you aren't, you're a coward. They have no clue because they've lost that way. I don't care about their Satan. I'm asking you something. People take the name because they think it's supposed to be ominous and dark and mysterious and all that dumb shit. I jumped on quite a few. I'm asking you a legitimate question. But they're stupid. I'm asking you. I wanted to enjoy this. That's why I said absolute. Do y'all know what absolute means? Power corrupts. It's not finite. These races have destroyed themselves. They have. They might as well continue to act out. These niggas, Negroes, whatever you want to call them, niggas, they have destroyed themselves because they've made an agreement in the worst kind. You think this is a game, right? Patchwork. If you have 1,000 people you condition to believe in a system and you give them a job with monetary where they can benefit from leaving decent benefit from the next person, you create a status, right? You saw the law rule, the new which I read yesterday? In Colorado, in one certain place like San Francisco, they're actually trying to tell people who live out their vans or vehicles that they can't. First of all, that's a law. That is not a law, nor is it legal. It's unconstitutional. How dare they think they can do this? But when you take 1,000 people and you condition them, make them believe in something, they're passing laws that have nothing to do with the Constitution, a way to live on America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, to which it ain't Mongols, it ain't pale skins, because y'all are y'all with the Mongols and y'all are the same. Not all pale skins, not all Mongols. There's a hybridization and there's a mixing, they call it, by that goofy German, Belkum, whatever his name is, would it be? I don't like saying their names. Once in a while. Now I'm saying this because the original people of this land is the Negro, regardless of how you friggin' feel about it. Usury is beyond any level. That's made it comfortable for everybody else to come here, like the civil rights, which is the Indian civil rights movement of '68, which is for the original people, lied by those who would betray them, thinking that everything's going to work out in the end for them. Roland Martin, if you decide to come over here and have a gander, I want you to get big mouth and blap, blap, blap. Now, I'm not with that FBA stupidity because they have empowered themselves with this term black to identify themselves. That shows that they legitimately are stupid and they have no leverage. And they think it's powerful because they have a little intellect based on what me and a handful of subordinates have been doing over the last 4 decades. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't know they're goddamn Indian by that state definition. Autochthonous, hell, there was nobody else using it but me. When Malcolm X used to scream about and put it in a book, how they read the dictionary. My father was locked up in Rikers a number of times. I did that myself 4 or 5 times. One of the greatest things I ever did. The almanac, which created. The original Perrys and maps before that they've gotten rid of. The UN with those bastardized, satanic, child-sacrificing bastards. And it's not just adrenochrome that they partake in. Y'all think the French and them when it was, you think that was cocaine? No, that was something different. But don't worry about that. It's neither here nor there. This is a game, huh? I watched A Good Friend because I had to watch again because I was wondering if my boy MM1 Smith, when he became a SEAL after 2 years in return, and grabbed me up. You gotta go, bro. He just loved it. He was number loves, a good friend of mine, Italian. MM1 Smith, machinist mate, first class. Made sure and kept me safe and working the Guidon, my first lieutenant days. And I did martial arts and we would train and work out while he was preparing for the SEAL teams. And he got a striker. Now, I don't know his history. I didn't follow it after that. I always waited to see him. I think I saw him 1 or 2 more times out in the carrier doing tethered duck and stuff. I said, you ever think about going tier 1? And he says, phew. And he explained what it's about. That's why they have Mars talking all that kind of stuff. And they take the best Navy SEALs. It could be like, say 75 or 50. And I had to watch it again to make sure. And I watched those many a times. And usually out of that, 8 or 10 makes it. And they train even harder than buds. And the training for the year before that, they train even way harder. It's the not give up thing with all the injuries and everything. And these guys become phenomenal in how they move. And they look normal. They don't look school look like some of those guys, you know. They look like regular Joe, school teacher, put glasses on, beard, you know, pork chops, whatever. You wouldn't even know it. Very deadly. Mismanaged and misused. But it's obvious that I learned also that they're looking for a certain group of individuals. So they could force anybody who could make it out and keep the ones they choose. And y'all think that y'all are ready? That's why I laugh at these gang members and all these bikers and all these individuals. These races. What government or land would allow that to exist? But a perversion, one that doesn't care about you or anything or anybody. They could squash it in a heartbeat. You look how they round up all these good, decent people and letting all the bad people stay. Oh, did I say something wrong? The likes of Cornel West, Roland Martin, I don't even want to really invoke his name into that category with the Jesse Jacksons and Al Sharptons and all those bastards, Maxine Waters, because he's not even worthy. He says he's from Haiti. I take your little worthless ass back to Haiti, coward, and fix that over there, because he's embarked upon destroying everything here. Because he's ignorant. Black think tank. That's one of the dumbest sons I've ever seen in my existence. Besides Tatum, the ex-police officer, just licking people's butts, and you know, who thinks he can explain everything. You know, he's still talking about that dude in the car with the raindrops and the ground wet. Okay, well, it's not raining. They came with their lights off. And the first thing is snatch them out the car. First of all, that ain't lawful. I don't care. It says law enforcement. What law is it to reach in the car, to snatch somebody out, and to go hands-on violently? See, Tatum wouldn't sit there and talk to any of us who actually are aware of law. He'll talk to people who he can mitigate different factors and all that, and point out this, and then he'll want to break it down. Wait, 100th of a second and all that, do that dumb stuff. You know what that is, right? That's gaslighting and capping at the same time while misdirecting. It's like small, you know, magic, which I used to enjoy doing. Sleight of hand, sleight of mouth, sleight of body actions. You know what they say, if you look up to the left, you look down to the right, if you look over here, if you do this, if you brush your nose, if you're caught up in a deep conversation. The body tells on itself all the time. I've contained my energy and who I am to the point where my heart just wants to, and I'm talking about a lot of energy. By the definition of what you think energy is. Nah, I get tired. But what keeps me going is little things like this, the hope that certain people will wake up and get it together, other than selling out and destroying themselves. But that's not always the case. You're breathing, right? Regardless of what you're breathing at. You're eating, right? You're at the desk, you're working, right? You're slaving good, right? It feels normal, right? Because you've been groomed and conditioned into it, right? Does it really feel good? Well, I have a moment where I'm with my animals, where I'm with my kids, where I'm with my mom, where I'm with this, where I'm at the house, and I'm doing this, and my car, all these different things. All of us, right? I have to include myself. I don't want to play on y'all and downplay you. You think that's freedom? Y'all don't know the first thing about freedom by its definition. None of you. Y'all have been falsely conscripted in, like Ukrainians snatching people off the street and making them go die, involving other individuals based on the ideology from a war when Russia knew the truth of America because they had to deal with it themselves. The Bolshevikism, you think that was just, no, they knew exactly what was going on here, just like Germany did. But they also needed their sacrifices and the destruction to see what they were capable of before the next thing. As you see, the German police today are nothing but Ashkenaz hybrid, Bolshevik, Zionist traitors. Who bow for the frauds, Israeli or Israelite. Israel's not a place. The 12 tribes come from Israelite, that individual institution of itself called Jacob. And everybody runs around, they don't know what they're reading, they listen to these pork chop preachers and everything else. These fake evangelists. How do you use that term as if you are a prophet? In this new world. So it's a game, and y'all really want to play, huh? I got enough ignorance around me all the time. From New York, Jersey, military, traveling the world, Flagstaff, Capitol, Red Lake, wherever, Tucson, to here. It's always the same. Yeah. You have a choice. I think some of you don't take it serious enough. I think that you just think it's, fly by wire, everything is okay. The calm before the storm. I too have my moments. You know how you have that yellow and black sign, and if you're not paying attention, you walk over there, and next thing you know, you're in the meat grinder. You know that button that say do not press, but you got the Beavis and Buttheads who like to press it. Guys, come on. I shared with you about the snake, how important it was. I stepped on it. Literally. It didn't strike me. I saw it 5, 6 more times. It literally looked like it wanted to climb in my lap. But that one time, I was angry, pissed off. And it struck out at me because it could sense it. And I beheaded it. Ceremoniously, I took care of it because it's sentient. It's alive. It has a soul. A source. Everything. You're not supposed to eat meat. I don't care how much you like it. You're not supposed to. I don't care how many goofy retards are running around with the doctor hyphen on it and all the other things, biting on raw steaks in the supermarket for views and everything else. Spider. Oh, not a spider. Let me show you this. It's alive. And then you're like, whoa, shit, did he just do that? See that mosquito? That's one of them Gates mosquitoes. The black and white and all that shit. Oh, you think this is a game? How do you play a game without practicing the training for it? Now you wonder why my mother tried to kill me for 6 years. Huh. Stupid. I came here to help y'all. Balance. I said balance. That's it. Make the game fun. But you see wrinkles, you see smooth, you see face, 2 eyes. If that's all you see in yourself, then you will definitely not ascend. You will definitely not rise to the occasion. You will continuously continue to listen to these dumb niggas and these dumb, goofy racists. These unlawful individuals hiding in costume. Refusing who you are. And further being subjugated, as you should. It's your choice. I had that idiot over there. We set up the shower. Now he don't know the laws. He's coming with the cameras. Who's that? No, who are you on my ancestral republic? And I shouted it out to him. And I said, you keep looking over here, it's going to be worse than that. So they want to poison everybody and kill and murder so they can fulfill their perverted desires. It's not going to fucking happen. They challenge y'all all the time. And y'all don't even know how to beckon and answer to the call of the fucking challenge. Y'all are some serious cowards. Worried about dying? That's what you fragmented in your eclipse of a fucking mind? In your contagion, you call a heart? And in your river of perversion, you call a gut? Would you like to hear a poem? I'm trying to drink this shit we call tea. I never did like any of it. It's all fucked up. And the dumb motherfuckers in Japan, China, and all of them keep partaking in it as if it's gonna make everything okay. And it's not. You'll have some of the greatest minds around you. You have Lex Will, you have Drop, you have Pure Meal, phenomenal. You have 7 grams. Yeah, Ganja, he fell the fuck off. Whatever the fuck that is about. A lot of weak, non-proactivism. You chatter and mumble about death and mayhem and murder, the younglings, the children. You can't figure out how or why it's that way. You think you have knowledge to know how deep it is. I tell you it's not that deep. But y'all, because of fear, a tactic that's worked well, you compromise yourselves. Then you have those who are so well trained up, they can't even handle it themselves based on what they've learned some of the things, particulars they partook in, and the lies they've absorbed, partaken, which they alluded to. And they think it's all going to work out, huh? Voices like this have always come around. Mm, 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 mm. I'm tired so bad. I just wanted to grab Snoozy up, visit Millennial and all the guys, 7 Grand supposed to come, all these things, and just have a good time where I share information. I stopped, kind of. I see everything. Everything is not meant to be spoken upon. I guess that's why they have the systems and content creation, so that way they look a lament if I go and think they stay ahead of the game. Hey, babe, look at you. You're eating on your own like that, girl, baby. I can't tell if you're a girl or boy, though. That's the beautiful thing. I'm not saying it's like some old mystic crap or whatever. I'm pointing out some things that y'all are capable of so much more. And y'all refuse it because you're lazy. You're impractical. Then you wonder why, what's going on and what's happening. Why? Blame yourselves. Blame yourselves. I'm going to turn this thing around with the last little 80, whatever, and work on this to get that front up and enjoy it. Because it's fun. It actually is fun. Could I make it better? Of course. But to do it like this, that's what y'all should do. Millennial does magnificent things. Snoo with her job. There's a lot of you. Baby Go Slaughter. A lot of you. But you stay in a slave mentality. With old provocations as some false conviction for change. While still holding on to that old world instead of completely letting it go. See what you're capable of and how strong you are. Unbelievable. One time they gave me an IV and I knew it was tainted. I think a few of them knew, but it was like, how's he okay? I still have. And this is what a tainted IV for those in the medical field does. It can leave a very, very bad mark. No, not bruising and none of that. Didn't have the bruising. It was tainted with some bad shit in it. I've slept with women with full-blown HIV. They didn't tell me. And they were trying to figure out how I didn't catch it. I've been poisoned numerous times. It just angered me. Just like right now. You have allowed a system of perversion and disgrace to elude you. And to think that if you just perform and keep doing as you do, monopolizing all by your lonely fucking self is the answer. That you got to be in a militia, you got to be in this, you got to be in that in order to come together. You got to have somebody with a worthless ass voice like, I don't even want to say his real name, Umar, Jermaine, well, whatever his damn name is. I think that's Matt Hoffa. There might be a couple of them. I don't care. I don't want to say their name. How long, much longer, in your time, I think I'm going to keep playing this game. No grandiose me or nothing like that. I'm just asking. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to work. Yeah, I put the cash up there. Some of you are just stubborn and greedy. A good slave is what you are. I attempted to use that as a freedom thing because you're not here, I'm not there. And, I figured, well, it's meaningful. We know those who are practical, and we know those who are actually practicing the breathing and stuff, and they're realizing, holy shit, there might be something to this. It takes a while. You've been lied to, and you've been pretty dead for a long time. Ain't that right, babies? Oh, they over here right by me. Yeah, you want to hear it too, huh? No, another one. This one's brown. They just little boogers. Oh, much business. Y'all enjoy listening to the shit that makes your ignorance comfortable. Don't you? You scared to say yes? You scared to be honest and truthful? No, I done told you, be honest and truthful. I'm not going to repeat myself over and over and over. How long have I been saying you have choices? I guess this is the humor side of it. You have those, you actually have individuals who want to be monopolized, reconditioned. Shit, this is stupid. Hypnotized to do particular jobs and shit. First of all, the word job is out of Job, which has nothing to do with what you think. And they have lied to you for a long time to make sure you're an obedient slave in ignorance, tolerable for the moment. Unless they choose you. These motherfuckers. But anyway, why is this so complicated? Y'all like that, don't you? Not eyes watering, nose. I don't even think it's the what you call it. It is what it is. I've been blowing my nose all morning. It tickles. And I enjoy it. But it only lets me know a few other things these dumb fucks continue embarking upon. What does the crook do with the good police officers giving chase? This individual who just murdered about 5 people needs his ass beat up, needs the arm popping, needs to be taken to the ground face first, get some road rash. That's how I see it. How do you think they feel with that adrenaline to catch this bastard that the system created? We had a choice. Exactly. Finish this garbage. Not everything tastes good, even the bitters. The quality is poor. Don't worry, they'll get their just desserts. It's really poor, like 75% poor. They're feeding you human meat Mixed consortium of all different kind of animals. Some you don't even know about. Fat, sloppy. Some on drugs look like they're in shape. They're the dumbest sons of bitches. How many times have I stated they've been feeding you pork, chicken, and beef, which is not even vital or indigenous to this land, and some of the most loving critters, regardless of the hybridization and the mixing. I ate chicken yesterday with quinoa. How about I had enough of that shit? I think the safest chickens to eat are in Bali and Indonesia, but who am I? For eating the goddamn buzzard. I'd rather eat a raw goddamn zebra or something. But even meat is not even that good for me. It really isn't. Your function of your body operates on certain minerals, and not a lot. Why do you think they stripped your water? Change your vegetables and fruits. Call certain fruits vegetables and certain vegetables fruits. See, they're deplorably sick. Not even appreciative. Not even the form that could be appreciated. And because they walk like this in front of you, and they see you as nothing, can't blame them. They did a good job. You walk like this, with your heads up each other's asses, smelling all the funk of existence, and think that you're getting the fresh air, and the grass is green over there, and the trees are bullshit. When I was saying they were cutting down the female trees before they even got rid of half of them, everybody's like, "You're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy." Okay, I guess that's the placebo effect, right? There's a reason why I had to visit the gopher wood trees. Then look at how many they got rid of. The fact that they got rid of the bigger than redwood cedars on the East Coast. That's 34 men who just came off the boat were chopping down from Ireland after they killed off the indigenous people over there. Scotland as well. The Welsh and all that bullshit made up new identity. But y'all just don't get it. They don't rest well. You know, I hear these voices all the time. For 3 times that I checked myself in, you thought I was with drugs or alcohol? No, the alcohol is on the voices. I thought I was going crazy. I don't think they knew what to make of it. Then some said, "Don't tell me you hear voices." I was like, "Oh shit, there comes the lithium and all that crap." And I stopped. The voices were meant for me. Just like when I was young. My grandmother and great-grandmother got me away from my mother. You're very important. That's what my great-grandmother used to say. You can't be killed. Whatever the definition means. And at the time of the most highest form of racism, I got to watch my great-grandmother slide a big, fat, nasty, booger, pimple-nosed Jew in Newark up under a goddamn truck or bus. Ain't nobody do shit to her. You think this is a game, right? You still think it's a game. It's right up there, huh? You just want to get right on the head part, huh? That mosquito was brown. Not that I give a damn. Drink up and bust. That's what you need to do. Anywho, let's turn this around and let me get to work so we can get to enjoying some stuff other than my babbling about nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's what it amounts to most of the time. I don't even want the damn dribble. Let's go ahead and knock this out. Well, let me see if anybody else came in right quick so I can say hi. Hi. That's what the idiots do. I warned them what it means. Well, I didn't tell them what it means, but you know they're stupid. Even the machine is just as fucking dumb. Yvonne, what's happening? Oh, Mac, what's up, bro? Excuse me. A lot of gas, baby. Tom, I got you, right? Millennial, got Sweet Girl Millennial. Let's go and get sawdusty dirty. And I still plan on taking a nice, good shower, even if it rains. All right, let's get it. Let's see how this turns around. It's good to see you guys here. I hope you got something from that. Ya da 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 da. Ya ta da ta 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 da ta ta. Ya da da. They have no clue. All right. Let's get those screws in that need to be put in. Got the batteries all charged up. We're going to use, okay. Let's see what we got here. That's too long. I think these might suffice. All right. You know what's funny? When individuals should run, they attempt to stand a little weak ass fake ground. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my existence. I'd be like, God dog, man. Even I know that if I had to run, if that were the case, I'd run like a motherfucker. I sure would. Not that it's gonna get you anywhere. Underground, outside, it don't matter. Well, I don't want to use these. I don't like those ones right there. Let's get the other ones. Let's run with, I'm not going to use those either. Even though those right there are pretty strong. They're pretty good. Oh, we're going to build this up too. Okay. I didn't go up because it started early, as you see. I didn't go up there and cut out the wood. We're going to do that as well. All right. Yes, sir, Bob. Might be the ones that's over there already. I've got screws all over this thing. I've still got to pick up a few more, actually. We're not going to use those. I'm going to go here first. Let me see if this is the ones I want to use. I think I'll go with these. All right. We'll tap with this. I ran around this AM And I put some, I got to do some more with the old little nail gun there. I actually hit about, I don't know, about 10, 12 spots. I have to hit some more, but we'll cover that, but we need to get rid of, get done some bigger things. All right. Just take that out. Yeah, change it. Yeah. Y'all don't even want to buy me no tea or coffee. It's one thing if I ask for some fiat to help with this and a few other things, but damn, I figured y'all were humane enough to buy me some coffee and tea, you know, me and tea. You know? But I can dig it. It makes sense. Oh, and is God black? Well, for you ignoramuses, like the term, the dumb, dead term, I guess God is dead and then black. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very much melanated. Why would the creator of creation, by definition, be anything less? Are y'all aware that melanated is light? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. This so see here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to get in here and move all this around, but we're going to get these middle ones up. We're going to go from here straight up, cut this off. It's going to go up about 4 inches. We'll get the cap off. I want to cut this off as well, but let's get the 2 middle ones in. So what I'm going to do is put brackets on the back, wood, and you'll see. And then we'll work on the door a little bit. Then we'll go up top. Hopefully it's still 20%. And we'll go ahead and cut out this and get it mounted with the hinge. All right. I'm going to use the sander and take that down as much as I can because I'm going to have to get some more sandpaper. I do need to go in town. Okay. Still got quite a bit to do, but we can get it locked down so when next week we can start closing it in. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right. So these 4 right here. You see this right here? See that right there? Pretty cool, right? Okay. This is going to go right here. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So, gonna mark it, cut it, drill it, mount it. Now, someone say, well, Dad, you're not going to mount it down there from the... No, not at all. Okay. That's this one. And we got to run the sander right quick. That's a little filler in I did. Let's go ahead and get that in. Did I put one on the... put on that. Okay, so fully charged, right? Let's use this one. Yeah, it's pretty. I can see the beautiful sisters in there going, no, we got to pick this up. It's pretty cluttered in here, and we got to pick all the light wood out there, and make it a little more presentable. A lot of it's going to be firewood for whoever wants to make a fire. Okay. You know what's funny? All the dumb racists who don't know real history, they actually think the Django was supposed to be some pale skin. Sorry, my pale skinned little beautiful brothers and sisters. The Django had nothing to do with light skinned folk. So stop worrying about the goofies who don't know no better and start paying attention to the actual history of this land if you choose to learn it or forego it. It's on you. All right, actually, we need to go right about here. I went a little too low, right? Was about, who remembers the measurement? Let's get the measurement out, right? Measure 800 times and cut once, right? And still make a mistake, right? Okay. So we know that this is not the 2 inches it's supposed to be. Roughly, this one is, I think. Nope. Look at that. 1.5 inch. I paid for 2 by 2. This one is 1.5. Ain't that just dandy of them to think that that's going to pass and be all right? All right, so let's mark this right at 1.5. We can always sand it down. I don't even know why that song is stuck in my head. Y'all know what movie that's from, right? Song and all that, right? Okay. You figure it out. Y'all very intelligent. These cost about damn near $150 something, but I'm about to buy 2 when I'm on the road, you know, just to have, just in case. All this will be used, obviously. We're going to get them mounted, and then we'll worry about shaping and getting everything right where it needs to be so we can get this molded right. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up, make sure it's level, get it drilled in, standing, and then we'll come put this on, get the other 2x2 up in the front, all right? And then we'll go from there, all right? All right. Now, because of the length, we want it about the same. I'm going to have to get another stack. I'm going to grab 2 of them right quick, and then we'll lock it on, all right? Let me get the screws out that I'm going to need. Those. And for this one, too. Let me grab 2 more. I'm gonna take that. I think I'm taking the truck door off too. T-bone. I'm about to get 2 more stacks of this, man. I think, no, yeah, 2 more, I think, yeah. I might pick them up today. I think I got enough. Straight. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Ooh, that's a nice big rock there, man. Let's see. Bang. Someone had sent me a message. Somebody, I thought you liked Trump. I do. I just said what he said because he's supporting fake ass Jews. I have no respect for that. Never have and never will. What does that got to do with me? The fact that I still like him. I sure do. Oops. Look at that. Perfect. I sure do. Don't ask me a stupid ass question again. I tell you, some of these Negroes are dumb as all fucking rocks gathered together, and the rocks cry. Oh, I'm gonna need this. Oh, yes. We got two over there. We'll try this one. I think it's tighter. Let's see. Mosquito, I got my back. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah. Oh, see? Keeping it natural. Mosquito got me, guys. All right. Let's get this. This is new one. These two are kind of decent. Yeah. Damn, bug. What? Y'all kind of retarded. So it's pretty good here. I sanded this down and it fits pretty damn good. All right. Put the glue. All right, the glue right there. All right, let's go ahead and drill this out. Get these screws in. Let's make sure it's straight. Dumbass bug. Okay. I need the T-square now. Yeah, da, 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 da. Relax, guy. Okay, sweet. Well, stay on there. Oh, yeah. You didn't know you can use a T-square like this? You can walk it? Okay. So it's a little about, okay. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right. I forgot. I thought the other battery's on his well, these are his anyway, but on his impact drill. You have to remember to keep switching it out. Oh, yeah. Okay, don't move, buddy. On this side. This side. I know. Safety for the children. So, people, what do you think? What happens when you think you're really, really smart, or smarter than the situation? Can y'all leave a comment and tell me? I'd appreciate that. Situation didn't exist when you create it. I'd appreciate that. Please. When a situation don't exist, but you're trained to be fucking dumb, and so you create a situation thinking that you're well trained to deal with it, like some Hollywood movie, some goofy shit. Please do. Please. No, I'm not putting glue on the middle part. I chose otherwise. I know. You get 2 in the middle. Ain't no water no around here, but these mosquitoes are going crazy right about now. I gotta go get that stuff. Because I'm not big on them and enjoying themselves eating me. No, I should. No, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna jump the gun and go ahead and just drill the holes and then make it fit, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not in a rush. It's not necessary. No, I changed up and decided not to put glue here because I might want to change it out. If you get what I'm saying. I may want to change it out, excuse me. All right. Did it fall inside? No, it's outside. Okay. Oh, it got me good. Anyway. Oh, the itching feels good, but not because of them. You know, regular itching is fine, but these little bastards. No. They're gonna eat its flesh. You expect less. Expect less, right? Oh, they gotta eat. It's in their nature. Okay. God damn it. So let me make sure the measurements are on. Woo, that one's a good one. There's one of them black motherfuckers. All right, excuse my French. Okay. All right. It's good. Off by about 1.5 millimeters, which is fine. So let's go ahead and get this one up. Oh, you know what? Let me put the thing on the back, get the 2x4 up top. Damn, they hit me 3 spots on the same arm. I wonder if this is my... Holy shit. All right. Woo, that felt good. Oh, that feels so good. I wish I had somebody to scratch it. Well, that felt good. Let's go ahead and put the... I don't want to get too complacent. My mind's elsewhere, actually. So let's go ahead and get this up on there. Oh. No. Well, yeah. That's not that. I'm just knocking everything down, Anna. And it's definitely not this. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all. Boy, that mug, tear him on. That mug's is eating. Oh, they eating. Y'all hear me? They eating what? That's not it. I'm standing here with so much wood. So much wood. So much wood. Damn, these things are tearing me up, y'all. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to use this, guys, because... Okay, no, you know what? I'll use this side. All right, so we'll get this one on. I think I cut this on the wrong line, which that'll go over there. And we'll go ahead and cut this one up and use it. It's a little, like this a little better. It's a little chippy though. Let me see. Yeah, we'll get this one measured and cut it out. All right, remember? 1.5 inch, right? Damn rules everywhere. Yeah, I cut it on the wrong line by accident. Mine was elsewhere, guys. Yeah. Right at the top. There we go. All right, let's line that up. Cut that off. And we'll cut this off and everything once we get it mounted. We ain't in no rush to do that. All right, there we go. Set it there. My washers. Okay. Drill a hole. Get that bastard in. Well, they're eating me up, guys. I know. I always tell this thing from loose. Piece of shit. Piece of. Did I get you? I hope so. Back it off a little bit. There we go. Good. And then we'll get this. Should I put it up there now? That's going up top, right? So I want to mix these up. Yeah, this one. Let me see. No, that's not it. All right, so let me go around here and get that right. No good. Mosquitoes eating me up, guys, for real. I think I got hit about 50 times already. Put it flat down. That's all you gotta do. Ah, fucking battery. Here I am with this. I keep thinking I got 2 batteries on here. That's funny. Hey, Tom, I know you can appreciate this now. I bet if you was here, you have a great old time. I'd be like, yo, dude, I need that done over there. I bet you knock it out. Without me sitting there telling you what you need to do. I can almost guarantee that. I can see you now. I'd be like, okay, now you're moving too fast for the old man. I thought I didn't know where you was at, huh? Okay. That stupid anomaly. Ain't no such thing as a fucking anomaly. These fucking idiots. You're the fucking anomaly. give one extra. You know what? Let's put it right here. We'll do another side too. It's not about more screws making it stronger. It's where you put them at. Remember that, guys. Okay? No, gotta fill these in. The rain will do most of it, but yeah, fill these in once I'm done. This stuff is like concrete, y'all. Literally. Get out of my ear. Damn it. Peter. Some rocks, boy. Some rocks right there, boy. That's a big ass one. Sheesh. I cut it in half. Damn. Okay, let's get this. Let's see how that's on. Well. It's about a little more. It's pretty good. Bada boom, bada bang, dead center. Let's go this. Let's get it clamped. Yeah, is it a rattler or something? No, that's one of them bugs. I forget what they call them. All right. Oh boy, that's spot on, boy. All right. I love spicy food, like really spicy, right? Lately, when I've been eating very mild spicy, my body's been flushing out so much potassium that the magnesium is not even. Anyway, it is what it is. Change is a mother. And when I say spicy, I mean Carolina Reaper hot spicy, choc boucle, ghost pepper, even hotter than that. I mean, those of you who follow me know when I was in Page in my little mini apartment, right, condo, I used to eat it on my eggs, my steak. I'm talking about a lot, like tablespoonful. And it didn't bother me going to the bathroom or nothing. Things change, right? Mm-hmm. Tom, you appreciate that, bro? All right, bro. Oh, millennial. I need a little energy. Come on. Ooh, child. Okay. Give me a little bit. Oh, I go right here. Need just a little bit of energy. Remember, do your fruit in the morning or the AM. Well, morning, because a lot of people still in the morning. Sadly. What should I do about that? They told you the words you speak cast spells, right? Why would nobody believe that? I'm only asking because I think some people want to know, right? All right, let's make sure because it's tweaked in a little bit because I changed the position of the screws. So we gotta pull it out a little bit. Damn, spoon my pants. Anyway, let me try. Oh, no, that's good. When I put the 2x4 up, it'll lock it in. Absolutely. Remember, we got to cut out these, right? Before we do that, we want to get the plywood for the lithium battery out, and storage. So we're gonna go up there and measure that and cut that out. Then we'll come back and we'll get roughly right about here, just like that. All right, all four. Okay. Now it's gonna add a little bit, but it's not gonna make a major difference. We screw from the bottom. All right. Then I still got to pick up the to put on the sides. It's like a little grate, and I put the I guess 1 inch, the 1 inch nails, and we'll nail them all the way across on both sides, and that will add even more strength to it. All right, and let's get this measured out. Get that one cut. All right, and then we'll cut it up. All right, get that on. We gotta drill this in the back and then sand it down. So I'm not gonna stop until I finish these few things. And we'll get the other one that goes on the back of this. I got to cut that as well. I just want to make sure. Looks good. We'll pull it over. All right. I'm stepping through the door like duh. I don't know if I want to use that one, yo. Do I want to use this one? But this little oh. This one's got a crack halfway. You know what? I guess we will use it. Just to. It kind of sucks. Yeah. Get you in a minute. All right. I'm gonna use it. I don't want to have a whole lot of scrap wood and stuff that I'm sitting there going defect. When actually, tensile strength wise, it's usable. So let's go ahead and cut it, and we'll use it. All right. We'll cut it, use it, be done with it. They done stole away all these children. And they make them hate you and everything else. The ones going back 20, 30 years who are out here, who you think are your friends and Americans and all that. Nope, they've been conditioned to think otherwise. You know why? Because you're so busy focused on a fake republic that you couldn't even ascertain the simplest of knowledge to know these little things. Now, the most insidious, worthless, pathetic beasts control, besides the dumb monkeys who decide to sign on. Calling them dumb monkeys don't mean it's a bad thing. It just alludes to the fact that, like Planet of the Apes, they're the smart ones. That's all I'm saying. They probably showed them how ugly y'all are and told them the worst thing, and that's why they got to get rid of you. Well, they don't tell them that they made them the same way, sadly. Yep. I can't whistle, but I hear you. Greetings. How are you? You right on the pole. Oh, you're right there. Hey, what's going on? Hi. What's happening? I would like to do it back, but it probably sounds like butt whip farts. I can't do it. Oh, y'all back and forth. All right. Roger that. All right, let's get the screws in, and then we'll get this popped up. Let me get a little sip. No honey. And we're right at, I'm so sorry. Look like he or she is dancing on the branch. There's a few of them. Right there. Calling on the kids. Calling on the kids. That's all. She's going up the branches. She's right there over here. She's at about the top now. And here goes this one. Oh, territorial. Man, no, I need this now. Damn, that was good. Okay, let's get those screws in. Yeah. I can't whistle this. I know y'all heard me whistle before, but that was me doing it a different way. So, but I can't whistle. Ever since whatever happened, right? I can't whistle. It's gone. Well, I mean, it sounds like a whistle when I do what I do, but it's bothersome. All right, let's get this drilled, get it in, and then we'll cut that. We'll sand everything, and then we'll head up top, get the measurements for this, get that cut out. All right. This might fall, but whatever. There we go. Come on now. Like concrete, man. What the heck? Hmm? Should I use? I'm thinking I use some different ones. Yeah, it's got the same tensile strength, so they'll hold in series, right? No glue. God damn it! Yeah. Just want to get it in. This gets it up. Not all the way. Okay. Hey, let's go ahead and get this measure cut off and get it drilled in. And we'll be good with this. All right. There we go. Perfect. Let's go. All right. Come on. Come back this way. There we go. And drop off. Up, up, right there. Right there. Right there, buddy. That's all we need. All right. Top. Right there. All right. Setting it up, but it's I don't know what the humidity. What the hell? It's a number. It's a number. Sand it off a little bit. sand that down. All right. Just gonna change this out. Whew. Yes, Lord. Gray one, the rest of them. There we go. Ooh, that's hot. Whew. It gets hot. All right, let's get these at the right interval. I wanted to get those 2 extra ones, right? I think spot. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Anyway, it's good enough. Boy, if you don't get off my nose, man. All right, we got it right there. Yeah, I'm in the wrong hole. In the wrong hole. Some people like the wrong hole. That was funny. Oh shit. Show the back hole, sand them down, get the measurements, we go up top, and we cut out, get the hinge, get that on. I tell you, it's humid as hell out here, man. God, dog, bro, I feel like I'm in Florida, man. Shit. Shit, this is something. Compared to the other 2 days was dead hot. This cool because cooler, but god dog, man. Shit. God dog, man. This is whoo. Wear your goggles, people, especially your children. You working with them. Good happens in case it does break. It's stick in. It might not get on your eye, on your brain. Oh. All right. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. One thing, pull my little arm up. I got a loose screw up there. No, I want to use the ones that are already okay. No, okay. I'm not using those. I think we use them all. So let's get ahead and finish up. I'll restock this when I go up top. There was about 100 in there. We're down to about probably 40 or 50, but we'll keep it kind of going to need a lot more. So. We're going to need this up top. Okay, let's go ahead and get this sanded a little bit. We're gonna need this T-square, and this. All right. So the next part, guys and girls and guys, the ladies first, they deserve it. We're gonna cut off the foot, right? We're gonna mark. We're gonna cut this one off, get the same measurement all across. Then we're gonna get this measured exactly where it needs to be at, leveled, and we're gonna mount it. Okay. It's gonna add to the strength. Okay. Once we get that done, after we get the plate, which got cut, we'll go ahead and we'll start building this up where it needs to be at. So I'll be able to clean it out, stand up here, so we can start getting this out. Now over here, I'm gonna have to build me a step ladder. I'm gonna build one with 2x6 and 2x10s. So I'm gonna walk up on about 5 steps so we can work up top. All right, get that boxed in because that's not gonna be the front. The front's reason why I'm glad I'm cutting this off so I can make it where it's gonna be round for the window. All right, and the inside I can pick a little patio, put little flowers or something on, plastic in the front, just for looks, and a nice LED amber light. You know what I mean? That wiring will be running down the side, okay, all the way over there. When I close it in, when we get the wiring set in, my ideology is, and well, you know, let's do this right now. I don't want to waste the battery, so we'll cut that when we come back down. Okay, let me see. Come in. Whew, child. Oh, that stuff stink. Smells straight up like poo poo, man. Oh shit, it smells like poo poo like a mother. That stuff, that bag, man. It smells like straight like boo boo, man. God no. So how's it going? It's pretty cool, right? So I will take you up there. I'm actually gonna put you on charge. It's gonna be like 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna leave it on. Go up there, measure it, cut it out, bring it back down. I'm not cutting out the sides. It's going to be up the same plot. The same piece of plywood is where the sides are going to be. We're going there. So we're going to get the top part, and then we'll measure out because it's roughly about another half a foot as far as in the depth. Not the total of what was it? Almost like 30, 32, 35. Well, I'll measure it again. I might be off. That way I can mark that up there as well. I'm gonna cut it off because when I put it in, we got to insulate. We got to get we got to countersink where the bolt's going to go by about, and that's got to remember that's 2-inch board in there, right? Almost about 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. We got to bring it in for the bolt. Whoo, oh, man. I mean, hit the chat filter. My apologies. It may be, hey, baby girl saw that. It maybe feels like 115. And folks, I am working with a dragging outfit. I trust me, I know. Snoo, my baby girl in here. Hey, baby. It's so Monday. Don't even give it energy. You know, Monday is not actually day, and nor is the word day. It creates, it's like a suffix, the ending to something. I don't like using them, but I'm aware everybody does because it's just where we're at, and that's why I use it. I really don't like to, but you know. Hey, fam, I'm working and listening as well. Oh, you already know. What the hell? You're trying to hit that damn bag. What, man? What the smack? Anyway, I remember all the times folks would just come out. We got the deal and we disappear. Purple and green hot chili. Hey, man, but I'm cramping because it's pushing out the mineral that, you know, that is vital. Oh, okay. I'll be out all day during the summer. Painting. Yep, exteriors. If you're used to it, it ain't a thing. Exactly. Thought that is not be working out there. I love it though. All day. Mini pickaxe for like no. Got pickaxe, obviously. It's pickaxe on the back of that. On the right there. I didn't use it. It's laying down on the ground. See right here? I made sure to get one of those. See right there? Right there. See that? It's pickaxe. I didn't have to go that deep, so I chose just to use a shovel. This ground is like cement. Like seriously, I wish those guys talk about rocks and dirt. Bring their butt out here and see. When I tell y'all on the reservation in Cabo, the work that I did for 2 weeks building up the ground to grow my garden on about, I would say, 1/4 acre by myself. With Orman's help for like 4 hours one day, and they were drenched, soaking wet. They were about dead, and I made them some sandwiches and juices. They went crazy for the meatball. They kept coming back for the meatball parmesans, and they were like, how you doing this? And I was like, I couldn't explain that because, you know, they got the Jesus and everything on Latter-day Saints or whatever, and I was like, just do it. And they were like, and they looked at all the other yards because there's a gully where the rain comes through so it doesn't flood the houses, and they were like, you built that up 3 feet? And I was like, and I said, you see that hole over there? Could fit 3 horses in it? I dug that out. And they were like, holy smack. Literally, the hole I had to dig out to build. Oh, damn, mosquitoes tore me out, y'all. You could fit about 3 horses and more. I'm just talking about standing. They couldn't believe it. And I had to cover it and do all kind of things so stuff wouldn't fall in, you know? And by a fence, mind you. So if somebody was to steal something and run and jump over that fence into the yard to escape, they'd have broke a leg easily. I mean, I dug down that deep, like maybe a little, you know, the horse could stand, you can see the head, but you can get 3-4 horses in that hole I dug. And I did that for 2 weeks, nonstop, just because I wanted to make that garden. And I started in the fall, dead serious, and was able to harvest one time, you know, corn, maize. The 3 sisters, I did squash, the beans. I did acorn, butternut squash, peanut squash. I did it in a variable with mixed seeds, with the string beans, black and green. Yes, black string beans, and the corn with 5 seeds in each hole. And it's magnificent. And then I did the Crimean watermelons, organic, by the definition of what they got everybody thinking what organic is. And the grape tree, had that in a container. So it started sprouting and everything, and putting that in the dirt. The cabbage, which is easy. You cut a cabbage in half, get the bottom part, eat the top part, grow a new cabbage right out the bottom part. Celery, it just kept growing. You just cut it off where you need it, and it just keeps growing. Collard greens. I didn't want to grow no lettuce because the heat out here is in the greenhouse, yeah, but no, it'll wilt it that quick. And the horses always came to eat the corn husks. And so they always lean their head over my fence trying to break it and bend it. I would just put it where they can grab it. You know what I'm saying? We stop. Damn things, Bugs is retarded. And what else do I have? I had cucumbers, Jamaican, the prickly ones, which are really good. No guava, no mango, not in the trees. I started growing a lemon tree, went away, came back, it was dead. It's one of the hardest things to grow out there. I showed people how to grow grass. They were talking about they tried to do it. I said about spraying seeds everywhere, but you didn't soak the ground, you didn't melamate, you didn't run the little, which caused to till the soil. You know those little spikes that curve in and out. Y'all didn't go out there for 3 or 4 days and really work the dirt up, get it wet, and go out there, work it while it's wet, put your galoshes on, and keep doing it, and then put your seeds in that, and then tap, 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 tap. And when you water it, the seeds, the one's not blowing away. The guys that worked at the school, 2 guys and a girl, they put a fence because their lawn was so beautiful and perfect. All the animals would come there to eat grass, the cows and everything, because everything was free range out there, and the goats, everything. He said he had to fork out like $6,000 to build a fence all the way around his property, his acre. And I was laughing, saying, "Man, let him eat, bro." He's like, "No, I'll just grow some on the side." He was throwing seeds out there, growing grass, like a big bushy grass, all like 5 or 7 different kinds of grass seeds, and it was the best thing, man. Too bad a lot of people didn't take on to it because they could have had grass out there. I mean, they could have really had grass out there. I mean, a lot of it. And what wasn't surprising is the fact that they didn't know how to grow grass. And there I come, show them how to grow grass. And I don't know if they're still doing it. I haven't been out there in a long time. But everybody says that some of the yards still have a lot of grass. It's the greatest thing when you see people appreciate what they see from it and they didn't know before. You know what I mean? I like to see the light in life. You know what I mean? It's good. You know? Good relationships start with a foundation steeped in honesty and truth. And you would think that people would be more appreciative in a time like this. But when the energy of despair, destruction, and death is ominous, it's everywhere. And the nether of existence, not the ether, but the nether of existence, it affects the ether. And y'all feel it. And it's strong because y'all not strong on the other. So I attempt to give it, but people don't want to escape the nether. They don't want to get back to the ether. Well, let's go ahead and measure this wood out and cut it. I'm gonna put this on charge, okay? And this is gonna be off for a moment, but it's gonna be running. It's just gonna be on the charge. Let me see. Yeah, I'm put on charge. It's like at that percentage, okay? And the moth, you had to die right there, bro. I think I'm kidding, right? He came here to die, man. I can't show you the other thing because, you know, the weak ones will be crying. See? Right. Let's put this over here. I'm going to put it on charge. You guys go away for about 15, 20. We'll go up there, gloves and everything. Measure that out. Hopefully, don't snake bite me. Cut it, bring it down, make sure it fits, and then we'll get that installed once I cut it and round it, and then we'll start building it up. I'll probably take a break for a little bit and then come back and then build the step ladder that I'm going to utilize when I start framing this up. But before we frame it up, I'm definitely going to, once it's charged up, we're definitely going to work in there, start building the box 7 up and go up high where the bedroom will be at. All right. Excuse me. Oh, it's still alive. What's up, buddy? His legs are twitching. Look. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dude, is it time? The best thing you hit? Were you in there with me? Huh? There you go. Come on. Hold. You got a parasite in you? That's all I can give you. You got to stay away from the fly poopy. Okay? That stuff will kill you. Yes. It doesn't affect just the flies. Yeah, sadly. You better? Huh? You want to hang on? Hmm? You feeling a little weak, huh? You want some agua? You want some agua? I'll get you a cap. I'll give you a little water, okay? Let's push it right back down. Unless you want to fly off. Ooh, you're a little stronger. Oh, I feel you grabbing my finger. You like that energy? Oh, well, come over here. Excuse me. That was a toy. I don't like messing with kids over there and scaring them. So I always break out the little, oh, pellets. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. He flew off, y'all. Oh, he fell. He fell. He's probably done. So let's go in here. Put this on charge. Oh, he turned over. Okay, he turned over. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's too hot for that ass. That's why your ass turned over. He landed on his back. Anyway, it might be his time. Shit. All right, let's go ahead. Come in this damn dungeon of doom. And take this off. I don't need this right now. And we'll go up here. I'm gonna go up here, measure this, cut this out, come back down. It's not gonna be long, but it'll be long enough for me to charge this up a little bit. And the beautiful thing about the heat here is that it's not too bad today, where it actually will charge a little bit. Usually I have to put it in the freezer for about 5 or 10 minutes. So there we go. So I'm just gonna lay this down, and you guys go wait for a little bit. Give me about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. It's gonna take about that long, and come back and we'll continue. It'll probably be about 25, 30, whatever, but it'll be enough. It'll be enough. Or I could just go off and come back in and reestablish it. What was that? I guess my baby girl's working. You gotta work for a decade or so in Mexico. It's done. I honestly don't know how anyone can get big in that area. I could not put on fat there. That breath of life. No, a lot of fat people running around in the heat, bro. A lot of fat people. So you already know that. Most people are in the AC. I'm actually living in this weather, like literally. No AC. No AC, no nothing. I'm cool with it, you know. But anyway, let me go and do what I got to do. I shall be right back. Probably a couple of bugs will land on the camera and want to say hi and everything. All right, so I'll see y'all here shortly. All right.
Yeah. Oh, what?
goodness, Lord. Oh, okay. I know y'all heard me drilling, but I had to, oh, Lord. I had to hook up. Oh, my damn. I stood on the zapper. Oh, it's still working. Oh, I got to put this. Hold on, guys. I know you're there. I'll be right with you. Let me put this on the charger. I want to charge up before I cut this stuff off so it don't be weak. So you should probably put the battery in charge this now. I try not to use a lot of electricity, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually know the measurements, working with them for a little while. PSENG, for those who don't know. So when people talk about stuff and try and overthrow all this bull crap, I'd be laughing at them. I'd be like, people you really don't listen when you tell them you know things. It's always the individuals that don't know nothing. I used to help PSENG a little bit. Not on the books, it was off the books. Because my boy, Puerto Rican, like us, he thought Puerto Rican meant something different. I was like, no, original people of Puerto Rican were melanated, so Negroes. And anyway, he didn't argue about it. He was like, oh, hey man, I got this long job all through this area for the next 2 months. I was like, okay, let me come and learn how to do it. And he says, yeah, I'll pay you, because he got paid top dollars in New York. And so I go out, work in the buildings, and learn everything, how to electricity, the bus, everything. He's paying me about $700 a week, y'all. I didn't know how much he made, but shit, $700 a week? That's $2,800 a month. I took that, but anywho, right? So you like the TV right here? I can run about 7 of those for like 10 hours. 2 in Sirius, ain't but about $15. Like seriously, a month. We run a little tiny ass flag. People, amps watch. No. It's the system is not what people think it is, and it's pathetic. But he showed me a lot of shit. That's why I talked the way I do. I wouldn't talk about something I don't know nothing about. What did I say? I don't like conversing about things I know, just a little bit. Maybe somebody else can like me about some things. But I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I was watching how people were getting robbed. But people that can have all the lights on, have 2 refrigerators, a freezer, electricity, bathroom light on, hallway light on, porch patio light on. I was sitting there, y'all got all this stuff on, and it all plugged up. Now, just because it's turned off, it's still draining. It's still collecting energy. So like me at night, when I see this is charged up, I turn it off. When I see my tablet charged, I turn it off. I play a game, turn it off, unplug it. TV, I let it go playing like music or something I want to listen to. I set it up on the save. I go to sleep. So I know I'm gonna remember half some things. I don't know where I remember that from. And then go back and remember, oh yeah, that's what I was watching. And that's about it. Because it's cool in it. Those things will charge up. Sometimes I forget to turn them off. Unplug it, remove it. But all you gotta do is turn the power bus off. But then I want to make sure the fridge is on. So it's a lot of things. It's just real. I gotta clean that out because it's getting a little, rancid. But I'm letting things charge up a little more. This is pathetic. It's so hot. It's bleeping. Hold on. I might have to throw this in. Hold on. I might have to throw this in the freezer, guys. Y'all want to go for a ride in the freezer? Okay, there goes the charge. I'm putting it in front of the fan. Because it's not so hot, but the phone being on, it wasn't plugged in all the way. So it should have been at 30. I appreciate that, though. I honestly do not know how anyone can get big and okay. All messages. I just hit the chat filter. Everybody went to take a break. Who's all up in here? The mosquitoes tore my behind up, y'all. They tore me up, which is cool. Still want to go down and take me a nice shower. Even if it rains, I'm going get up under the water comes out cool, which I like, and then it warms up. So that's how hot, you know what I mean? It literally warms up. And not because I'm in it and getting used to it. Cold, I like the cold. It makes me go, oh, and then I'm like, yeah, invigorating. But then it gets a little hot. I'm thinking if I should change this, put this new filter in I got. Because that's the one I put in when we put it up, but that's been a minute, so I'm thinking about I might have to put another one in. The water system I'm getting for the shower is a little different. I only got one more in here. Yeah, I can order these. These are the ones the filters. So I might change it up. But the one for the thing that I'm looking at, the one to purchase, it's nice. It's yeah, it's nice. But it's gonna be a little costly, like doing the interior stuff, getting it like, you know, polyurethane deck, you know what I'm saying, floor, pouring it, letting it cure for like 48 hours, all that kind of stuff. The compost toilet, I watch all the light skin guys that do this. People be sending them in all kind of good stuff and everything. I guess maybe I got the wrong bunch of the litter or something. I don't know. People who just like good information, I don't know. Maybe that's what I got. Other people like to circumvent their. It feels good to see, you know, a certain individual doing things. Feels, you know, it's just the way it is. I'm not here to speak bad about it. I'm just saying there's a reality. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're lifting. Oh, okay. Anywho, this is what I want to do, guys, because I really want to go ahead and cut that front off and everything. I'm letting that charge up. It only had one line, so it's going to take about 20, 25, maybe 30. So I'm going to go ahead and call off. And the moment that's charged up, I'm going to set it up. The moment it's charged up, I'm going to set it up. I'm not going to put no time. Just be aware to come and check to see if I'm alive in about, I would say, 45 minutes, an hour. And we're going to get right back out of it, because I'm going to turn this off. I want this to charge up as best as it can. At least up to 50 or 60. This is fast charging, so in 30, 45 minutes, it should charge up pretty good. And we'll take it from there. Okay? Isn't it funny how all the professionals trying to, they think this is how grafted in, and they think this is professional. No, what we were talking about yesterday, no, that is a walking shit stick, a dead, you stand in front of me talking like that, I'm gonna look at you like, it's made my day. And they have no clue. If you come to me and you're talking like, hey, man, and I feel you lying, attempt to extract something, you made my day. Let me sign off, and we'll get it crewing. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it crewing again. Because, like I said, I have a lot to do. We're early enough. I want to get all that lot done. And by about 4:35 o'clock, I want to build the step ladder. Like I said, 4 or 5. So that way we have a good, strong step ladder I can walk up on and work on this thing around. All right? Sounds cool? It sounds cool. Does it sound good, guys? I guess Tom and Dev must not be in here, or anybody else. Oh, we got the surfers running through. Put a 1 if it sounds good. Here, I am lifting. I hear that you're lifting, Dom. Put a goddamn 1. It sound good, bro? I didn't ask you about what you doing. You saw them weights out there, medicine balls and shit. I was getting ready to do push-ups every time I made a mistake. I really was like, get down to a push-up. 20 push-ups every time you make a mistake, Red. That'd have been great. You getting your little testosterone up, bro? Feels good, don't it? You know when you're lifting. Unless you at the gym or at home. You know you can get big without lifting. You know that, right? Seriously. Anyway, I asked a question y'all didn't answer. I'm going to sign off. Let it charge up. Because I'm going to turn the phone all the way off. Let that finish charging up. Still, well, it's going up to 2. So it's going to be a little bit, because as you see, I'll be switching it between different tools. And I need it all the way charged. It was a little over 2. So, you know, I took it off last night or this morning. And then, well, last night, because I didn't want to leave it on there. I'd rather see it charged up and then remove it. No, I got you, Thumb. I know. Oh, at work. Okay, 100-pound boxes. Oh yeah, oh okay, roger that, bro. You in the back of a truck, bro? Anyway, look, I'm gonna holler at you guys in a little bit. All right, let this charge up a little bit. Let that charge up, and we get right back out at it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna make. I think you know what? I don't want no meat. I think you know what I want. I want some pasta with some mushroom sauce. That right there is banging. That's just what I want. You know what I'm saying? A kiwa with brown rice and tomato sauce. Or, well, I have other things. We'll see. I just don't want no meat right now. You know what I'm saying? Someone said, well, carbs. It's early. Carbs is not really bad for you. It's the things. It depends on what it's made of, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So I probably hook that up. I got to clean the pots out and stuff. But, yo, I'm going to see y'all here roughly in about 45 minutes, okay? And we'll get right back at it. All right?